My name is Ariel. I work here at Taboola as the VP IT, and my team did the implementation of the 3 Kaminario systems in our production and R&D environments. Taboola finds content that you may like. If you browse the internet and you find an article and you read, and then at the bottom of the article you see content that you may like, or you see additional stories and additional content that is actually relevant to the content that you have been now reading, then that is our value proposition, and we allow publishers to find additional ways to provide content to their users. Before we moved to our Kaminario environment, we had all local disks. So all of our servers had local flash drives, each server to the size of that specific server. We wanted a solution that will allow us to scale and retain the performance of an all-flash array, and to actually find one of the providers out there that can meet all of our challenges. Our applications run in scale. We have not only traditional databases, but we have NoSQL databases, we have Cassandra, we have Spark, we have MySQL, and we have our internal homegrown application. All of these applications need to sift through a very large amount of data, dozens of terabytes of data, and we wanted something that will allow the applications to access this data very, very fast with extremely low latency and response times from these storage solutions. If we look at the technical aspect, we're talking of sub-millisecond response time throughout the duration of access to that data. When you have a lot of servers and you're running all of those servers with local drives, eventually you find situations where you don't have the flexibility that you would like, or in increasing the size for a specific server or for a specific service, or you find it more difficult to actually share data between different services, applications, or environments. We wanted a solution that will allow us to utilize all the great features of a centralized storage system without losing the performance of an all-flash array. We evaluated all of the major players in the market. We looked at the traditional storage systems, then we looked at all-flash array systems, and we reached Kaminario. When we reached Kaminario, we actually saw them stand out as a provider that can not only address our needs, but can execute extremely fast. From a moment of PO to a executed running system in 3 days is something that is extremely unique to Kaminario. We purchased 3 systems, and that is in excess of 250 terabytes of data. We purchased the systems both in our local data center and in data centers abroad for the production environment and for the R&D environment. The idea was to have multiple systems in the production environment for high availability and a system in the R&D environment for the trove of features that a central storage facility provides. When installing the Kaminario systems, we immediately noticed that we get a whole host of features, starting from replication, snapshotting, centralized management, and specifically the ability to scale out easily, the ability to connect additional disks, the ability to connect additional controllers, and to get the amount of data and the level of performance that we would like to see in a very easily scalable solution that doesn't take a whole lot of space in our data centers. Kaminario was here to execute, and that was amazing. We needed a system very fast, and after purchasing the system, we needed additional capacity. The ability of Kaminario to execute for us and to work with us on our solution, and in 3 days get a system up and running in production environment is amazing, and something that is very unique for a provider that works for his clients. Using Kaminario, we were able to find the sweet spot of TCO. With compression built into the system, we were able to take our data and compress it into a smaller footprint in our data center and actually find a good price performance point, not only for an all-flash array, but for our needs for performance as well. Partnering with Kaminario allowed us to find a storage system that actually works with us. It's not only a brand name that is out there and has disks, but it's actually professional services. It's the ability to execute faster and together, working to find solutions for different use cases that come up as we evolve as a company.